Is ego dissolution actually a thing? Let's actually look at what people report. Start with DMT, the most intense psychedelic experience possible. If ego dissolution happens anywhere, then it should happen here. But what do people actually report? The entities were showing me things. I was terrified. They communicated to me. I felt more myself than I've ever felt. Wait, if your ego is dissolved, who is the me in these reports? Who's experiencing terror? Who's being communicated to? You can't have communication without a receiver. You can't feel terror without someone being terrified. The I doesn't go away on DMT. It becomes the focus of an overwhelming experience. Some users describe it as a hyper-individuation. The self doesn't dissolve, it becomes more intensely experienced than ever before. You're not losing yourself, you're becoming acutely, even painfully aware of being a conscious observer. But what about heroic doses of LSD or psilocybin? Ego dissolution happens, right? Read the trip reports. They're intensely personal and autobiographical. I saw my entire childhood unfold in front of me. I relived conversations with my father. I understood why I developed this fear. I saw patterns in my relationships. This isn't ego dissolution. This is autobiographical integration. Your sense of identity isn't dissolving, it's becoming reconstructed. You're experiencing memories, relationships, patterns, fears, desires, all deeply personal content. You might experience depersonalization, feeling detached from those memories, or derealization, feeling like they're not quite real, but that's not dissolution. That's altered self-processing while the self-content remains front and center. And here's a smoking gun against ego dissolution. Bad trips. If your ego is actually dissolved, you couldn't have a bad trip. Fear requires a self to be afraid. Anxiety requires someone to be anxious about something. That clawing panic of, I'm dying or I'm going insane, that's a hyperactive self-preservation response, not ego dissolution. People in bad trips don't report losing themselves. They report being trapped in themselves, locked in a prison of selfhood, unable to escape the painful awareness of being this particular person having this particular horrible experience. If ego dissolution was real, bad trips would be impossible. Okay, well, what about those profound unity experiences, the oceanic boundlessness, the sense of oneness with everything? Read those reports carefully. I felt at one with the universe. I experienced unity with all things. The boundaries dissolve between me and everything else. Notice the pronouns I felt, I experienced, even describing unity. There's still a perspective, still someone doing the experiencing. You're experiencing a different relationship between self and the world. Maybe boundaries feel permeable, maybe you feel connected to everything, but the experiencing itself requires a subject. The unity experience happens to someone.